Can you guess my favorite dogfight scene and movie is? Here's a clue. Welcome. This is Felix from Dog Train Beyond. I'm excited about today. I'm a dog trainer in Poughkeepsie, New York. Been training dogs since, 13 years. And I've trained thousands of dogs, and I love dogs. I just absolutely love dogs. I do obedience and behavior stuff for pet owners, but I love protection work and sport obedience. You guys have John Wick. I bet you have. Some people may not know this. I'm a big John Wick fan. I love Keanu Reeves. Been watching him for a long time. John Wick 3 came out with a dogfight scene. And this dogfight scene was amazing. I'm going to tell you some stuff, some background. All right, so let's jump on this now. John Wick, Keanu Reeves, goes to Holly Berry and says, listen, by the way, if you don't know, John Wick is an assassin. And he's asking her, listen, I need help. You owe me. He wants to just end it. He wants to have a peaceful life. So he goes to her. And she sets up the speed with this big boss who this guy is. This is where it starts. And by the way, keep in mind, they are disarmed.
The social contract, commerce of relationships. What do you want?
This is what we call, if you're not used to no dog world, this is a Belgian Malinois, okay? This type of dog. It looks like a German Shepherd. They're always mistaken for German Shepherds. They are totally different dog. They have similar features. They have the little dots on the side, pointy ears, muzzle. Different dog. First thing, this dog is bred for one purpose, and that purpose is to work/bite. If you got this dog as a puppy, this dog is going to bite you like crazy. These dogs are not meant for pets. I would say probably if you have one, if you get one, and if you're lucky it doesn't bite everyone, it's one of the rare small percentage. 98% of these dogs are meant for, and bred for working. These dogs are used in the police department, military, and sport world. This is the breed of dog that was used on the SEAL team to kill Bin Laden. This is the dog. In the dog world, it's called Maligator, like an alligator. So Belgian Malinois, so Maligator. This dog bites, and they bite hard. The next scene, spoilers alert, don't freak out. Everything's going to be fine. But keep in mind, this is a bulletproof vest, and this dog looks absolutely gorgeous. All right, so see that right there. This is so common. People do this in the real world, and now when you see this dog has training. This dog's like, I like you. Let me step back. I was not told to bite you yet. I don't want to bite you. This guy's like, goes right in the dog's face, touches the dog. It's not his dog. The dog doesn't know him. But he feels comfortable. He thinks he's so tough and all this stuff that this dog, he could come up to this dog face to face and put his hands on the dog. It can't happen for real. I've seen dogs trained to bite, and they have been situations that they could have bitten, but they didn't because they had to train behind it. That's what's so positive about if you do protection work with the right dog, the right temperament, you'll get something like this. But it's not something you should test. It's not a good idea to test, but in this situation, this is very common that people go up to dogs and the dog's like, whoa, get away from me. I don't like you. I don't trust you. I don't want you near me.
And yet so fear.
Look at it. The dog gave him a sign. Guess what he does? He touches the dog again. All right. Now, keep in mind the ears. If you see the ears, it's very important. It's submissive. All right. The dog's not alert. It's like, whoa. Okay, being submissive, right? But this stupid guy, he doesn't read the dog.
Excuse me.
This will be my.
She didn't like that. So going to a personal story, you hear screaming in the background. That's my parrot. I have an umbrella cockatoo. But I had this friend. She asked me if I want to rehome one of my dogs. She did this years ago, and they're all my babies. I love them. I don't know why she even asked me. I kind of really I might not have shown it, but I was very upset inside. I was like, no. So in this thing, I know exactly how she's feeling. It's like, no, this is my baby. You can't keep my baby.
No.
Surely it's the least you can do.
No, you cannot keep my dog.
Very well. And I will kill it.
The dog's fine. If you haven't seen this movie, watch this movie, but the dog's fine. Don't worry. That's the only thing I like about this movie. The dogs are fine. Remember I was saying the bulletproof vest? That's a special bulletproof vest to take bullets. I was like, bulletproof vest, bulletproof. I was in the police department. I never got shot. But as far as I know, as far as getting shot, even with bulletproof vest, if you guys don't know, it still sucks. It still sucks. That's why the dog fell to the side. If people see this movie like, oh, that dog's wearing a bulletproof vest, he gets shot. He got shot, but it still fucking hurt. So just keep in mind why the dog reacted that way.
I'm sorry, Sophie. This was for you to learn.
Yeah, you're going to learn in a second, pal. I'm gonna say this probably 20 million times. Whoever did this movie and done all the John Wick movies as far as the fight choreograph is excellent. I love Keanu Reeves, and what I like about this is that everything is realistic. It's like as realistic as possible compared to, let's say, The Matrix. The Matrix was like, is very Asian theoretical fights. All that stuff that they did in China, Asian cinema. And don't get me wrong, I like some of those movies. It's not real. From the very beginning, the first movie that they did, John Wick, everything's real. Everything looked realistic. Obviously it's a movie, but it looked realistic. When you saw him take the guy down, he looked like he took the guy down. It wasn't like he did, hey, and the guy flew across 20 feet. And then when they shoot the guy, I love the way that they do the marksmanship. It's just really great. Oh, that is my favorite part of the whole movie. That is just beautiful. That is just beautiful. Okay, so guys, first off, this is a dog, a trained assassin's dog, right? The owner is an assassin. And so the dog should be able to target the weakest point. It's just trained, obviously, and according to this movie, trained to go after the human's weakest points. The groin is obviously a weak point. It's just awesome. Let me just tell you, years ago, I've done what they call decoy work, which you wear the suit or you wear the equipment and the dog bites you. Now, protection work is necessary for a lot of dogs. Dogs are bred to do that. Dogs are made for protection. This is a sport. And like I said, the police and military, they're trained to do that. Now, obviously in the police, I don't know about the military. I would assume so. But in the police department, they're not trained to go after the groin. All right. Because obviously you could do some major damage and they don't want to get sued. And the military, I don't think they really care about, another enemy soldier suing them because the dog bit them in the groin. But I would assume it's very similar as far as the assassin in the military, Navy SEALs. And like I said, I'm assuming I was never part of the military, canine or military. So I would assume that they train the dog to bite certain areas, but if the dog bites the face or the groin, who cares, right? The purpose of the dog is to be taking the enemy down so the handler could come. And I'm going to talk more of that in a second. But going back to this, I was training, doing decoy stuff. The dog biting me. I wore a suit, a protection suit. And the suit wasn't that, it was a very thin suit. And I had the dog bite me they had the dog bite me in the arm, my tricep. And I had meat there. Even with the suit, it was like the bulletproof vest. Bulletproof vest, same idea. The pressure, the force, not a bullet, but of the dog's bite. I had a bruise there for days. Black and blue. Probably one of the most awful bruises you probably ever will see. I had. I just really hope whoever did this person that was doing the bite and the groin, they did a lot of padding, because that dog bites. There's a lot of force. Whatever they did here was beautiful. Obviously, the person hopefully didn't get majorly hurt, but it was nicely done. And it's true. If I had a dog and I didn't give a damn about the dog biting anything, I would have to let the dog bite the face or bite the groin. It's going to take the bad guy down. He deserves that. He really freaking deserves that. I wish more people out there got what this guy's getting. There's people that leave dogs out in the freaking woods to starve, tie them up to a tree, and no one knows they're out there. All right, I'm venting, so let's move on. Right here, this is what I want to mention. So you see here, the dog is holding on to the guy. So the dog grabbed the guy's arm, and like I said, it depends who trains the dog. The dog was trained to get the guy's arm. Whether he happened to get the guy that had the gun, the arm that had the gun, or he just grabbed the closest thing he saw. He grabbed the gun, and he was able to take down the guy and disable him. This is beautiful. This is what police canine, military canine. This is what they're made for. So they take the guy down because they're so powerful and so quick. They're able to do that. And then as the guy's struggling, and you see the dog, he's holding on to that guy, which is perfect, and pulling the guy, yanking the guy. The handler, which is not as Halle Berry, but John Wick is on the same side. He was able to shoot the guy and take him out. And you're probably saying, why the hell is he shooting the guy in the head? Lesson number one: if a guy gets shot in the body, he could still be able to shoot you. He can still hurt you. If he gets shot in the head, he's not going to be able to shoot. He's not going to be able to do anything. Just an FYI, okay? For people like, oh my God, why didn't they just shoot him in the leg or anything like that? Number one, these guys are assassins. Police department's totally different. Police canine, it's, they don't want to kill. They're not trying to kill. They're just trying to stop the bad guys so they could control and cuff them. In this movie, they're killing the bad guys so the bad guys don't kill them. And I love the way the dog is still doing his job. He's still controlling the guy. It's beautiful. Very nice.
Don't.
All right, I'm going to tell you right there now, if it was me, I would shoot the son of a bitch in the head. But she shoots him in the leg. Okay.
You shot my dog.
I get it too.
We gotta go.
I would have done the same
Now.
thing. A couple movie facts about this. They train on the range, tactical movement, moving the gun for tactically aiming, firing, moving around. So they really train with real guns and real tactics throughout for the movie. So that way they look realistic in the movie. The two dogs were Halle Berry for months before the movie. So that way she got to do commands, tell them commands, and they got comfortable with her and stuff like that. And whoever the trainer is, the dog trainer or the fight choreographer or both, they're excellent, beautiful job. Ooh. In that scene, I just want to make a note. In that scene, you see the dog holding the guy. That's what he's supposed to do. So, and the police department, they're supposed to teach a dog to go after the limbs, right? And the legs. So the limbs are the legs and the arms, right? Police canine dogs are known as less than lethal force. Believe it or not, just like I was saying before, the dog's job is they're so powerful, so fast, and they bite so hard. Their job is to go after the bad guy, and because the good bad guy's running, whatever, or find the bad guy because their nose, they're doing smelling, scenting the guy, is to take the guy down and bite him and hold him and not chomp, like let go, bite, let go, bite, let go, bite. They're supposed to bite and hold and pull maybe to subdue the guy until the handler comes or other officers come. Obviously, in the movie, the dog is for real life protection. So The dog bites whatever it gets. So slam the guy, bit the guy right in the stomach. So this is another great thing right here. When you have the gun out and you are pointing the gun in front of you to get any targets, any enemy or bad guy. My gun's here and I'm here. Right? If my dog's this is my dog. So if my dog's in front and I'm moving my gun around, I don't want to shoot my own dog. Right? Nor do I want my buddy who if it's Keanu Reeves to be in front of me like this while I'm moving my gun around because I might shoot him by accident. You know, he might move away that I didn't think he was going to move. So same thing with the dog. So I love that they did off leash. This is obviously off leash heel. So instead of the dog being in front, the dog's right next to me. So she could scan with her gun, right? She has all this open, and the dog's right next to her, so she knows the dog's right down there, and she could send the dog on the bad guy if she needs to. Nice fight. I hope they pay this guy money. Now, just to keep in mind, that was a double leg takedown by the dogs. So I've actually had two dogs bite me. I was wearing a protection arm sleeve, and the dog was actually bit me. Two dogs on one arm, and I've had one dog on one arm and another dog on the other. And that really sucks because they're controlling me. So I can't even begin to imagine being taken down by the legs. It's, like I said, being bit by a dog just totally sucks. I've gotten bit by dogs a few times. Believe it or not, it sucked more than I felt it. My adrenaline was up, so I really didn't feel it, but I've gotten bit. It sucks. The way they use the dogs was fantastic. Good timing. Keanu, I hope to meet you one day, but you are amazing, great actor. So, yeah, I had to put it out there. Now, you see this? I do this with my dog. It's beautiful the way they did this. I just love the way they do the positions before the dog's in the heel. Now the dog's between the legs. And like I said, this is just getting the dog in the position to do something that she tells the dog to do. And happens to be my favorite move on the dog. First time I saw the dogs in the scene go after the groins, I'm like, oh my God, oh, that hurts so much. But that is so freaking awesome. Great takedown there. These moves that she's doing right there, I haven't done them against assassins, but I've done them for real and training martial arts. I've been training martial arts since I was 11. So I've been training all kinds of styles: Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, Filipino martial arts, JKD, boxing. I've done it all. And some of these moves I've done in practice. And the way that they did them was absolutely, once again, great. So you saw that dog jump up that high. Believe it or not, those dogs could do that. You could go on YouTube right now and you'll see a Belgian Malinois climb a tree or a wall, even higher than that even. These dogs are amazing dogs. Like I said, they're not made for being a pet dog. They're made for working. They're just like they go, go, go. So I seen Malinois climb trees and walls like that, and they just go up like they did. They usually bounce off, but they've climbed that high. Amazing being athletic dogs. They're just amazing. Like, let's get the hell out of here. By the way, that blood's fake. The dog won't be able to do something like that. Blood like that. Okay, guys, so that was awesome. I love the part that usually I like, why you leave the dog? Like this movie said they'll leave the freaking dog. After the dog saves them or whatever, they'll just drive off or whatever. But I like that they showed that she had the dogs come in the vehicle with them and they took them with them. So that was awesome. That is my favorite scene. I absolutely love that. In my opinion, that's like one of the best dog fight scenes ever in movies. So I hope you enjoy that. Thank you for staying with me and keep on watching. I got more stuff like this coming up. Like, share, subscribe, so that way we can offer you more and more training. But if you're having trouble with your dog and you really need help and you don't know what to do, if you're in the local area, guess what? Click that link below, the website, DT Beyond. Click that, and I'll be able to help you with your dog in no time. So click that link now. See you guys soon.